My name is Angel and welcome back to my channel for yet another true crime ASMR video. Now today I am doing yet another requested video as per last week's true crime requested. And today's video is requested by Svicious 1981. Thank you, Svicious. I hope I do today's video justice for you. Much like the town people did justice for this case, which we will be getting into quickly here. So, sorry if I look a little crazy. I woke up early and I was just really wanting to film again. And this is the day after last week's video. And my hair just, it cannot be tamed. It is just, it has a mind of its own today. But no worries. We're here to relax your ears, not your eyes. So, grab whatever it is you would like and get yourselves nice and comfortable. I personally made myself a little coffee this morning so I could start the day off right, you know. But I'm very excited for it. Oh yeah, okay, so today's story is a pretty wild one. It's about a man named Ken McElroy. So, the story of Ken McElroy has to do with frustration over law enforcement's shortcomings, the solidarity of a town, like real solidarity of a town here, and a man who got what was coming to him. So, we'll start it off by kind of just mentioning, so Ken Rex McElroy, born 1934, was an American criminal and convicted attempted murderer who resides in Skidmore, Missouri, United States. He was known as the town bully, kind of, and his unsolved killings became the focus of international attention. disgusting. That's disgusting. He had raped her repeatedly, and Trina's parents initially had opposed of this relationship, obviously. But after he had burned their house down, oh my god, and shot the family dog, they begrudgingly agreed to the marriage. So in 1980, one of Ken's many children got into an argument with a clerk, Evelyn Summy, in a local grocery store owned by 70-year-old Ernest Bowenkamp and his wife named Lois. Allegedly, because the young McElroy child had tried to steal some candy, so they got in a dispute. Ken began stalking the Bowenkamp family after this, and eventually threatened Bo in the back of his store with a shotgun in hand. So my kid stole candy, your kid got it, you're dead. Like, okay, makes total sense here. So in the ensuing confrontation, Ken had shot Bowenkamp in the neck. Bowenkamp had survived, and McElroy was arrested and charged with attempted murder. Ken was convicted at trial of assault, but freed on bail, pending his appeal. This guy is like a snake. He's like a ghost. You cannot catch him. But they do. So McElroy was convicted. Yes, so immediately after being released at a post-trial hearing, McElroy went to the D&G Tavern, a local bar, with an M1 Garand rifle with a bayonet attached, and made graphic threats to others about what he was gonna do to Bo, a 70-year-old grocery store owner. Like, leave him alone. So this led to several people there being like, what can we do to legally prevent him from harming everyone else, right? His appeal hearing was again delayed, and on the morning of July 10th, 1981, the townspeople decided to meet at Legion Hall in the center of town with Nodaway Country Sheriff Dan Estens to discuss how to protect themselves. During this meeting, McElroy arrived at the D&G Tavern with Trina. As he had sat drinking at the bar, word got back to the men at the Legion Hall that he was in town. Sheriff Estes instructed the assembled group not to get into a direct confrontation with Ken McElroy, but instead seriously consider a neighborhood watch, yet think that that is not enough. He's shooting people, burning down their houses. He stalks them, harasses them. Get out of here. So the townsfolk are obviously super frustrated, and they're watching it happen, or it's happened to them, you know, and or it hasn't, and they're worried they're next, right? Like, I would be going crazy. I'd be losing it. Oh man, so the sheriff then drove out of town in his police cruiser, and the citizens at the meeting decided to go to the tavern in a giant mass together. So the bar had then soon completely filled up because everyone stormed the gates basically. And where she had died of cancer on her 55th birthday in January of 2012. Well, that was sad. That was a really sad ending, you guys. Like, this poor woman had the worst life ever because of this man. We had ended that way. That's very, very sad. So, we're gonna talk a little bit about the actual shootings itself. So, here's some quotes. I heard shooting and got down, but I didn't see a thing. The response investigators repeatedly had received from people over Ken's death. They all heard it. They all jumped down. No one saw a thing. And why would they call an ambulance? Sorry, that's crazy. Another quote, which is wild, is I think from his lawyer. His would you gather